Welcome friends, I am architect Sonu Rai from Glad Studio, and in this today video tutorial I am going to discuss about how we will do dimensioning in Revit. So for this I have selected one simple residence plan and I will show you how we will do dimensioning of this. So I am going to my architecture tab and now I am going to select annotate here, and in annotate you can see various methods of dimensioning, so we will discuss each one. So I am going to select align command. So align command, if you will select this modified tab, you can see various other uh, types also, like wall center line, wall faces, also you can use center of the core, you can use faces of the core. And in pick, if you want to do dimensioning of individual wall, you can use individual references here, and you can see if you select individual reference, these options is grayed out. But if you select this entire wall, if you want to do dimensioning of entire wall, this option is activated, in which there are various subcategories, so we will discuss each one. So I am going to select this individual references and wall center line. So wall center line will take the dimension of two center line of the wall. So I'm going to select this first center line, and this next one is this one, and you can drag this dimension outside and you can click once to finish this dimensioning. So also you can play around with this dimension. If you want to shift this dimension to this interior of the wall, you can click once, and if you want to take dimension of this face of the wall, you can click again to make it outside, also can do likewise here also. So I'm making it center. So next is I'm going to select aligned, and now wall faces. So you can select this wall face and this wall face, and you can bring it outside and click once to finish this. So you can take dimension with using wall faces also. Again I'm going to align, and now this is center of the core and faces of the core. So this is used for this kind of walls, like this is basic wall exterior brick on material stud. So you will use this wall dimensions like aligned and center of the core. So it will select core of this wall, and you can take dimensions using center of the core. And if you use these faces of the core, you can use these faces of the wall. So mostly we will use faces of the wall in Revit. So again I am going to select this wall aligned here, and now I am going to select this wall faces, and I will change this. I am going to select this entire wall, and now I will take dimension of this entire wall. So there are some options. So in options, you will click this here, you can select these openings, and you can select either center or width. So if you select width, it will take the width of the opening. If you click center of the opening, you will select center of the openings. So openings means doors and windows in our planning. So I am going to uncheck this. I will show you first this opening and width, which will be very useful to make your construction drawing and working drawing faster than AutoCAD. You can check it. Now I'm going to select OK, and now I will select this entire wall here, and you can see all the dimension of entire wall using openings is done. So it will save a lot of time than AutoCAD. Again, if you will select this line entire wall and options, you can select centers here, and now if you will take dimension, it will take from this center of this opening. So you can see the difference. This is center of the opening and this is the width of the opening. So this is the difference. So again I am going to delete this and align. Now I will again go to options and I will select this intersecting wall. So it will take intersecting walls dimensions, like this wall is intersecting with this wall. this wall is intersecting with this wall, so you can use this also. So it will go to options again. This is intersecting grids. If you have any grid planning, you can use this intersecting grids. So now again I am going to use this individual reference wall faces, and now I am going to use this linear dimension. So if you want to take linear dimension horizontally or vertically, you will use this. It will take dimension of horizontal and vertical dimension. Suppose I want to take dimension of this, I will click here once, and I will again click here and can take the dimension like this. So this is angular dimension for taking dimension of angle wall, angle of the dimension of this angle wall. So it is bit tricky in Revit. So what I will do, I am going to this align, and I will show you. If you will try to take the dimension of this angle wall, it will not shown, because it is in Revit it is showing vertical or horizontal dimension, so it is not that easy like AutoCAD. So I will go to this align, and now I am going to select this wall here, and you can bring your mouse here, and you will try to press tab here, and you will see one dot here. Dot is, I'm going to press, and you can see one dot here. You will select this, and now I will select one dot here also, and press tab, and you can see this dot. You will press this, and now you can take the angle dimension. So this is one method. And next is that if you want to take the dimension of this angle wall, you will bring this mouse here, and you will press Ctrl X, and this wall is deleted. Now you can take the angle wall dimension. You can click here and can press here, and you can take the dimension of this wall, and again you can paste, align to the same place, and this wall is returned back. So likewise you have to be careful while taking dimension of the angle wall. So next is radial. So this is used to take dimension of the radius of any curve. So I am going to select this radial, and if you want to measure the radius, so I am going to select this, and you can take the radius using this center. And if you want to take the dimension of diameter, you can simply press, and it will show the diameter of this curve or circle. Next is annotate tab, and now this is arc length. So arc length is used to spot a dimension that measure the length of a curved wall. So I want to measure the length of this curved wall. So now it is asking select an arc along which the dimension will measure the length. So I am going to select references of this wall, and first I will select this arc, and now I will select this wall as a reference, intersecting wall, and next this wall intersection, and I will drag this outside, and now you can see easily we can measure the arc length dimension. So next is a spot elevation. So a spot elevation is used to do dimensioning of our elevation. So I am going to east elevation, north elevation, and suppose I want to do a spot elevation of any selected point. So suppose I want to take dimension elevations of this, so it is at 10 feet 9 inches. If you will select this, it is at 22 feet 2 inches. So likewise you can measure this spot elevation. And next is spot coordinate. So it is used to measure the directions. So this is at north 35 feet, east 39 inch, and you can easily dimension this. If you select here, it is 15 feet 8 inches. So you can easily use this spot directions. And next is spot slope. So it is used to display the slope at a specific point on faces or an edges of a model element. So suppose I want to measure the roof slope. So I am going to click here. It is at 1 by 8 inches by 1 feet. You can click this. If you will click here, it is at 4 feet 7 by 8 inches by 1 feet. But if you measure this horizontal roof, it is showing no slope. So likewise, you can play around with this annotate tab, and you can easily learn the dimensioning of a floor plan or elevation. So thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.